What the fuck's crack with it? It's your boys at the FATASS Podcast, presented by Out East Media. Today, hot and spicy rant, underrated sports, then we're doing God knows what. But we're going to have a good time. You guys are going to have a good time. And, let's hop into the rant. Going to be a little more everybody chipping in today. But we're talking about the whole masks thing that's going on. Places in where this motherfucker's from, it's Corona starting to go up again because nobody wants to wear their masks. You know, people in New York are doing okay with it, but anything else you guys?
It's just crazy. It's crazy that it's such a big deal. Like, we're just saying off air that it's crazy. Like, all these other countries done so great, like slowly adjusting back to real world, and like they're doing just fine. Like the whole flatten the curve, like they're actually doing it. But it's like we try to jump straight from, hey, we have to stay inside, nobody leave their house, only few people in the grocery store, to, hey, everybody, let's go to the beach. We can have a good time now. It's all good. It's gone. Yeah, dude, when you walk around, I'm in South Carolina, you walk around, you feel like it's not even a thing.
Yeah, no, like
you almost forget it's there.
Here in Texas, like it's non-existent. Like everything is open. The other day I was washing my car and I went to go buy some stuff for it. And this old guy walked in. He talked to the employees. He was like, "They got you guys running a hospital here?" Because they were all wearing masks. I was like, "Dude, I'm in Redneck Central." Like, of course, it's like these white guys with like the sleeveless shirts and like the shitty tattoos.
The perfect
and, like,
stereotype.
Kind of like they look like they would wear a bandana on their free time.
But they're not doing it now.
Yeah.
now they're anti-establishment.
Yeah, no, because, like, now it's like, oh, my God, I can't wear it. Like, dude, it's a piece of cloth. Like, it's not that hard. Like, it's inconvenient. I wear glasses. They fog up. But, like, if it means that I can get college football later by wearing a mask, then I'm going to wear it, you know?
That's the thing. They said it on, I can't remember what it was, something else I was listening to. But if everyone wears a mask, even if it doesn't do much, if it gets us, like, 1 week closer to being like back to normal, why wouldn't you wear them?
Exactly.
Like what is the downside to wearing a mask? Like
literally nothing.
Anything? Max, anything? Like half of your face is covered? That's good for a lot of people. I'd gladly will cover half of my face.
Yeah, it's just annoying. I think that's really the only thing. I mean, I'm used to it because I've been doing DoorDash, right? So like I just always have like 5 spare masks in my car. So like it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of something that I remember. But, like, I'll tell you this. Like, my actual place where I work, which will remain undisclosed on the podcast, we don't wear masks in there. But given, there's 5 people. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe they're more, like, spread out, too.
Like,
that's the thing. I'm sitting in a cubicle all day. So it's...
Exactly. It's a little different.
But the thing that really pisses me off is, it's like... I think I talked about this in another rant, actually. This was like the second one, or it was like an early one. But like what pissed me off was it's like the old people that complain about like kids getting the virus, right? When like realistically, like most kids are going to be fine. Like there's exceptions for everybody, but in general, most kids are not gonna have any problem with corona. So like the problem is that they get mad when kids go out and do shit. But then they're going out there, and, like, I've seen plenty of old fucks without face masks, like, not trying to do anything to help. Like, it's just really hypocritical for me. And, like, you guys are the people who are gonna fucking die. Like I'll get it, I'll have, like, cold symptoms for, like, 3 days, and I'll be Gucci. Like, you will die. And then you can't get mad at us when you die, because you were dumb. It's like you got to balance both sides. Like you can't say like you got to do this, but it doesn't apply to me. Like no, fuck you. Either we all do this shit or none of us do this shit. You know. That's my general take on it. Like I don't know. And I also don't think that a little portion of people should be like responsible for everybody. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Like why should I have to care? Like all right. If anybody here has watched Bill Burr, we were supposed to go see him a while ago, right? He does this bit, and he talks about something really similar to this. He was like, dude, what if a plague came and wiped out like 1/3 of the population, right? But killed no one you knew or loved. You wouldn't give a shit. You'd be able to go fucking 65 on the expressway on the expressway, fucking rush hour, 5 o'clock, you'd be fine. Nobody would care.
So it just wouldn't affect you, like, personally, yeah.
Yeah, so if it didn't affect you personally, you'd be like, okay. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of something interesting to bring up.
One of those. Here, Zach, you got something?
It's just like, for me, it's just, I mean, the value of human life in general. Like, yeah, I don't really want it, like, you know, like 200,000 people have died, you know, like that's most likely, like, it has affected people that I know, so it's just like,
well, that's what I'm saying. I think that's the biggest problem with it too.
Yeah,
it's just said, like, it spreads so fast. Maybe you're not necessarily worried about getting it, but like if you spread it to 15 people,
exactly.
Like,
that's what I was trying to. That's what I was gonna give it out earlier. It's like, yeah, it doesn't affect us, but like we would then be able to spread it to other people, and then that's kind of the problem. So that's like, and another thing that I was trying to add on to earlier was like, all the old people are like, older people are the ones that are more affected, but they were also the ones that were out rioting, saying that they demanded to go get their haircuts, and you know. They were protesting.
Yeah.
Well, that was the other thing.
My grandparents hate it.
Yeah, I'm not talking about
Just
like middle-aged people. I'm just talking about like old people. Aiden.
Well, I think they're part of that's just my grandma said it. They're under such like a blanket because everyone's concerned. Like my grandma knows, like she gets it. Like it's a whole lot more severe. And she's like, I think everybody. She's in the same boat as everybody. Like you just get tired of like sitting inside. Like they have an extra blanket over them. Like, hey, you guys specifically, because that's what we hear. A lot of places opened up, but my grandma dances, and they said only the seniors aren't allowed to dance. Everybody else can, but like seniors are not allowed to. And she was like, I'd rather live my life at this point, you know?
Yeah. Well, wait. I just had something.
It's just uncharted waters.
I think that's what
everyone has opinions, but nobody has facts yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had something a minute ago, but it completely went away when Aiden started talking.
If you got nothing else, we hop into underrated. Perfect time.
Indeed.
Let's do it. Let's hop into our segment. We're going underrated instead of overrated, mixing it up. Same format. Zach will go first, then Max, then me. I got 2 picks, snake draft. Whip it all the way back around. This time we're going underrated sports, just in general.
Sports in general, yep.
The sport itself.
I'm going to toss it up. And that was pun intended, because I'm tossing it up with cornhole. Collegiate cornhole is one of the most entertaining things I've ever watched in my life. Those guys are crazy. They like spin it, it like curves, and it just goes straight in. And
they don't miss.
It's electric. No, like seriously, like I watched collegiate cornhole the other day while I was waiting for my car to be done worked on. Changed my life.
And that's one of those. To me, like I play like a lot of cornhole, just like tailgates and live in the South. Like, especially when you try something and you realize like there are people that are way, way better than you. Like that's like I think I'm pretty good at cornhole, but I definitely can't just hold 4 in a row like every single time like they do.
Yeah,
like you're surprised when they mix. It's genuinely entertaining. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you 100% there. Cornhole 100% underrated. Especially quarantine was one of the first things to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason I knew that there was an actual thing for that.
No, I watched it like 2 years ago.
I tried to go.
Like, thing ever.
I wanted to get qualified. Me and a friend were trying to go, but didn't work out. We weren't that good, too. Okay, let's send it over. That was a solid first pick. Let's send it over to Max, pick number 2.
All right, I'm going to go with this one because I enjoy playing it a lot. Haven't watched it on TV, right? Not sure if there is a TV thing. But, dude, badminton, it's really fucking fun.
It's fun.
Dude,
you
said you haven't seen it on TV?
No, I've never seen badminton on TV.
Crazy.
It's like steroids.
Yeah.
It's like how everyone loved baseball when they were like getting juiced up and hitting 500-foot bombs. Like that's what badminton is on TV. It's a bunch of like people just whipping it. Like me and you can rally, but they're killing the ball every time. It's 100%.
You know, like
if someone asked me to play badminton, I wouldn't turn it down.
You know, like in ping pong where they're like 10 feet away from the table and the ball's going like crazy, curving everywhere. That's just like professional badminton.
Exactly.
They're going.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like
crazy.
every time because like that was like my. It was the time where I was deceptive, right? Because like I'm fat, but I'm quick. I'm a quick fat fuck, right? So
it's a long stick too. You got
and that's
a long
the other
reach.
thing, dude. I was just really fucking good at it. Like serves, like rally, like I was good at spiking. Like, dude, I fucking won. Like every single year we'd have like for gym we'd have like different units and shit, and then the end of the thing would be like a tournament, so like for whatever we did. And I won like 2 out of the 5 years that I played in gym, and that's pretty fucking solid for like
Pretty awesome.
like
It's a sport everyone can play too.
yeah. And it's just
You
I
can
don't
be
know.
like, you can be 5 years old or 500.
Yeah.
Be big, small, doesn't really matter. I agree. That's a good, solid second pick. Mine, I don't know why it's even should be considered underrated because it's just such a great sport. But I think hockey's really underrated. Like, it's a combination of like a lot of things that a lot of people like. Like, the super country people love when people fight. They put them on skates and they make them fight. Okay, you're allowed to just deck people as long as you put your shoulder first and hit them as hard as you can whenever you want. You're trying to put this mini puck that's like a brick. It's just a combination of so many sports. I know it's more like the 4 major sports in like the United States, but like I don't know how more people don't like hockey, especially from the South.
I agree with that just because, like, I mean, I think hockey's cool. I just have a hard time watching it sometimes because, like, sometimes, like, it's kind of like baseball where there's too many games. There's, like, I don't know. For me, it's just, like, you watch for a long time for not a lot of scoring. And I think that's my
Well,
problem with
I guess
soccer,
I'm
too.
more saying, like, more playoff, I guess. That's where it's
Yeah,
the
no,
biggest.
I'll
'Cause you
watch
can't, Stanley Cup
playoff.
playoffs is awesome, but
I'll watch playoff hockey. I'll watch World Cup soccer. But outside of that, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I agree. I think it's a little underrated because, like, I'll watch and I'll be like, oh man, that was actually really exciting. But
well, it's just so
it's just not
regional,
something
you
I
know.
like,
Like, well, Max probably just
yeah,
has
I
people
think that's
around
the
him that
problem.
like it, but
I
'Cause
don't
around
watch
here-
hockey. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I've
Let's
ever
go-
watched
let's
a
go
hockey
Isles.
from first period to third period, if that's... I think that got that
hey,
right.
that was pretty impressive. That was impressive.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know
so
enough about sports, but...
so my next one, my last pick number 4, I'm gonna go with F1. People like NASCAR, and F1 is just it on steroids. Like, if you ever like actually look into it, and first off, if you just want to look like name brands, like the teams are Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari, like all of them are insane. Like,
Yeah.
first and foremost, and then like just the difficulty of it. Like, I'm not a huge racing fan, but I've been in like F1 the past 2 years, and it's a nice and it's a good you wake up, race starts at like 9 or 10 in the morning, and just like sitting back, got a cup of coffee, and you're hearing the meow. It's a good way to start your day.
Yeah, I mean, I see that. I would watch like an F1 race. Like, I wouldn't wake up and like be like, oh god, I really want to watch
not
F1.
setting the alarm and yeah.
I would watch it for like the enjoyment. I could see how it could be underrated. I think it should be bigger than NASCAR. I think NASCAR's fucking
That's the biggest thing. It's
But-
more underrated here. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's all of Europe's NASCAR.
Yeah, that's
You know.
what I was about to say. Europe.
It's all like the world, dude.
Yeah.
They come here.
If you use the metric system, you like F1.
They come to Texas. True story. One race. Okay, that's my number 4, my final pick. Let's send over Max. We got pick number 5.
All right.
Underrated sport.
Yeah, I'm gonna go golf. I think it's like it's
Especially
one of those
playing.
things where it's well, especially I think most people can like be down with playing around to golf, right? But even when you like watch it, like I'm not a religious watcher, but like as far as like a sport to have on in like the background, it's one of the best because nothing really changes too quick. It's not an action-packed sport where you're like frothing at the mouth waiting for the next person to hit. But like
Yeah, you can
like
you can go grab a snack or take a poo. And
well,
you're,
yeah,
you're
like
not missing
dude, if I
anything.
had like
You're fine.
people over my house, right? And I needed something to have on the background of the TV, you put on golf, right? Cuz it's like just the perfect. It's like if you need to like not talk to people, you can pretend that you're really into golf, But like
Oh, yeah.
really you're not. So you can still like walk away at any time. It's like the perfect balance there. And then also, I don't know if you guys ever like watched like a golf match like live, but like it's really
yeah.
cool to do like for like a day if you go to like a good one. Like I did the US Open when they were here, and I watched and I followed like Koepka was there. I ended up following this other guy who was like really good, or who ended up being really good, but like we didn't know, and we just happened to be like going from hole to hole wherever he was. But yeah, like it's cool to watch on like a different like you have to.
Especially a weekend golf, like the Masters on a weekend, like Sunday Masters, I'm watching every time.
Yeah.
It's just got a bad rap, is why it's underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone's like, oh, that's old people, or it's so slow.
It's golf.
Like, same with baseball.
Yeah. Baseball too, but baseball is still pretty rated. I would actually, as a hot take, I would say baseball is slightly overrated, even as a baseball fan.
I'm just too much of a baseball fan.
I don't think the players deserve all that money, and I don't know where they get all the money from. Like, dude, I would like if they put my head on a chopping block and it's like you need to save football or baseball, I'd save football.
Oh yeah, of course football.
But,
they get their money from that's why. So everyone's saying they want them to shorten the games, but they make like everyone says, oh, they don't sell out arenas, but you have 81 home games, in a 40,000 seat stadium. So even if you're getting 20K, it's 81 games, and a lot of it's like their TV rights and like the Mets. The guy that's trying to buy the Mets, oh my gosh, Steve Cohen, he's worth like a couple billion, and like since there's no salary cap, you can just spend whatever you want. So say Ballmer, there's this guy that bought the Clippers for $2 billion. That's worth like a couple hundred, I think. If he wanted to, if it was baseball rules in the NBA, he could buy every player. Like he could just do whatever he wanted. That's why the Yankees have been so annoyingly good for so long. They used to just buy whoever they wanted. It's a weird thing. The problem with baseball too is if you don't know what's happening, like it'll be really slow.
Yeah,
it's
one of those things where you have to
background
catch
too.
subtleties. I also think soccer is really overrated too, but
Soccer. Oh, don't go. Okay, no. Save it for another day. Zach, you finish this off.
About to go on rant number 2.
I'm gonna go with another collegiate sport. Y'all ever watch spike ball?
No, I'm not doing it.
Spike ball.
It's too fucking. It's you know what? No, it's actually in our generation. It's too fucking rated. Way too rated.
So? I think
it's in really, our generation, dude. Everybody fucking knows about spike ball, and everybody's like, "Dude, you want to play spike ball? You want to play spike ball?" I just think.
Yeah, but there's not like a pro or anything.
It's overrated though. I think as a
it's a guaranteed good time.
It's just I don't know, dude. It's like too status quo. It's like I can't buy into something when it has like that much hype, and I won't do it.
There's a bunch of hype. I buy into that. I'm just saying, like it's really fun to watch. Like some of those dudes are like diving, doing crazy shit.
I
don't know. It's like one of those things that like you can do it, so it's awesome to like play. Like it's also like you'll see like clips on like ESPN and stuff where like some dude's like really kicking the ball onto the net. Like you're like, holy crap, how does that happen?
You're like doing crazy stuff. Yeah, that's why I just think it's really fun. Like I'd
agree. It's underrated.
I think it's underrated. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe we go to Spike Ball University. We haven't played yet.
I have an honorable mention because it doesn't get a lot of like mainstream hype. So like UFC, like I could watch fights for hours. Like when I really get into it, like if you were to watch something like I could watch like knockout blows for like ever. Oh, for sure. If they had some bigger like. The thing is McGregor. Like if it was like the big name like McGregor, Diaz, Khabib. Well, if they had more big names, I would watch every time. Even not I'll watch McGregor. I'll pay for that. Even it's just that's why it's not rated is because you have to pay for everything, right? Because it's it's a huge money sport. Yeah. But like even like watch just I don't know, dude. Something's cool about just like watching like even two fucking no names like go at it and fucking the one guy like spins around, spin kicks him in like the fucking jaw, like especially because that's the thing with like UFC and like MMA and like they can do all this like fucking crazy shit. It used to be illegal, man. Like that's the cool stuff. It used to only be legal in a few states. Pretty crazy. I got one that Zach might like. I got an honorable mention. I got swimming, like in the Olympics. Dude, when the Olympics come around, like the Summer Olympics, swimming is the number one. Like I don't know but if it's just like... I need to see a person like I want to win though. Like I couldn't watch swimming and like look at the guy from like fucking Pakistan and be like, go Soleimani or whatever it is. You know? The best thing about the Olympics is there's so many like Americans too. That might be a little biased, but there's something about especially how they're flying in the water. For Michael Phelps, basically what I'm saying. Like most people would only watch golf for Tiger Woods. I would watch swimming for Michael Phelps. Nice.
Setting my bias as a swimmer aside, swimming is one of the most entertaining sports for me to watch. Just because, like, dude, I go back and watch that 400 relay from 2008.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm on my feet every single time. That is,
dude, it's crazy. Especially the 4x400 stuff like that, where they mix. It's insane to me. Like that, and I guess track, but like, it's just something about like, it's a super extreme, like just a good old race. Is insane, and you throw like country pride into it.
Yeah,
make
I
it,
think that's
gold
probably
medal
the
on the
biggest
line.
part about, because like, I watch every now and then. I'll watch like a swimming tournament. They're fun, but it's nowhere near as fun as the Olympics. Just because it's like, you're bringing
something
it home
different.
For us. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's our bucket list 2026. You guys are welcome to come if you'd like, but the U.S. is hosting the World Cup, and I'm going to see the United States play. Because going to see a soccer game and seeing just your favorite club play is amazing. But imagine like the entire stadium is rooting for the United States. Like,
dude, who did I saw? I'm gonna sound so dumb.
Oh no.
Barcelona. I got to see Barcelona play.
Dude, my brother saw them. Saw them play Juventus.
Yeah,
best team in Italy.
Really wouldn't care if I saw a soccer game for the rest of my life. That's one of those things where, like, eventually, fucking loaded, you know, sometime in the next 10 years. So, I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, let's go see a soccer game. Or like, I'd go to the World Cup because, like, I have that kind of money to just go to the World Cup. But I wouldn't be like, yo, I'm going to work an extra shift to save up money for the World Cup.
That
wouldn't happen.
Dude, it's crazy that millennials don't like it more.
Olympics. I wouldn't do it.
It's because soccer generally is a boring game.
I don't know, especially once you know what's going on. First off, millennials are complaining that like football has so many commercial breaks, takes 4 hours to watch a football game. Basketball, the last 2 minutes take an hour because there's so many timeouts. Soccer is 90 minutes. Yeah. Clock is running the whole time. When it goes out of bounds,
yeah, but they score like 2 fucking times a game.
Yeah, but when they get close, you know, it's kind of like,
so many
like
chances.
I said with hockey earlier. It's like,
you don't know, but at least with hockey, there's other people fucking crashing into each other and trying to kill each other.
Have you watched soccer? I mean, they get into some beef, bro.
No, but they're all fucking pussies, dude. They get fucking tapped in the ankle, they go down and like grab it, try to
that's
fucking
they
pull
have
the card.
To, though. No, that's because
it's just, dude, I don't know. I can't buy into soccer. Won't
True
fucking
story.
happen.
If you get stabbed in the stomach in soccer and you don't fall to the ground, they call a thing called an advantage. So you're still allowed to dribble, and they don't call a foul until the other team gets the ball. So you don't get a foul unless you go to the ground. So that's why they go to the ground. Like, imagine if football, like I don't even know what to compare it to. Like, you can't. I guess you can't do football.
Well, you can't because the sport is made for pussies.
Yeah, imagine defensive linemen. If you're a defensive lineman, right, you can't get a holding called against the offensive lineman unless you fall to the ground. Like, they can be holding you, but it won't count unless you go to the ground.
But that's not a thing. That's the problem. The institution of soccer is broken then. If that's the rule, then the rule of soccer is bad, not.
Well, yeah. Well, no. You have to, like, when you get kicked in the shin, it's a foul. Like, you gotta just go down anyway.
Well, then if there's a rule that's preventing it from being a foul or called at the time, then that's fucking soccer's problem.
No, I see what you're saying. No, well, that's
dude. They don't. Like, if a fucking pass interference happens in the middle of a play, they throw the flag, the play still goes on, and the guy catches it. Like, it for a touchdown. Like, it's still a fucking touchdown. That's just a problem with the ruling of.
Yeah, no, that's what
soccer.
I'm saying though. Like, no, that's what I'm saying though. They have that rule where, like, if you still keep the ball or like one of your teammates gets it, they'll keep playing. But like, if the other team like is near it. So that's why, especially they get fouled, they usually go down when they're around a lot of course, the opposing team. Like, if I know I'm about to give it up, I'm going to try to get to the ground.
Exactly.
Get a foul.
It's like strategy. Where if you understand like what's going on, it's actually pretty entertaining.
It's just
I'm with Aiden.
It's like it happens in football all the time. When Clemson's a victim of it. We'll be running a hurry up offense, playing a good old SEC team that like hasn't seen a hurry up offense in 15 years, and all of a sudden, this guy's got a cramp. He doesn't have a cramp. He was staring, looking over to the sideline, jumped on the ground because that'll do a TV timeout. It's like that stuff.
It's strategy.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. and like if you only fucking score twice, and it's just I can't buy into it. Like at least hockey, like the scores are generally similar to that of soccer, but like there's more physicality, more brutality. It seems like an actual harder game to do because, like, dude, they have probably like 35% of the goal showing, maybe, at any time.
Yeah.
But
Well,
like
yeah,
in
but you also
soccer,
gotta remember-
dude, your fucking goal is like half the size of my house.
Yeah, but you gotta think these are like the elite of the elite. Like you think the best football players in the world are just Americans. Like the best soccer player in the world is the best human being at playing. Like Messi and Ronaldo are the two best humans on the planet at playing that position.
Yeah.
Like it is the biggest sport in the world.
Football.
Yeah,
Good
but
old
I
football.
think that's what makes it overrated.
Underrated sport.
Soccer is not underrated. Soccer is totally
Soccer's
rated by
It's
every
perfect. It's the
other
number
place
one
in the
sport,
world.
and it's perfectly rated.
No, I think
No,
it's.
I think in the
In the
United
United States,
it is
100%
underrated sport.
underrated.
I don't know where the fuck you guys live, but soccer's pretty rated by me. I don't rate it, but it's very rated.
I don't know, dude. I feel like I don't know.
And you and I, we understand that.
We'll
soccer
agree to
is
disagree.
pretty Awesome.
We'll
Yeah,
agree to
exactly.
disagree.
All right, I think that was pretty good.
Soccer
Pretty good
fucking
way to
sucks.
end
I was impressed. I knew you didn't like soccer, but that was some
That was
heat. That was some
aggressive.
heat.
God damn.
So anybody got a big burning thought? Big something burning a hole in your brain?
I don't know. I had something before. Oh, okay. So I have just something that kind of just like I noticed from like driving around a lot. How come like every like 60-year-old retired white woman has like a convertible BMW, and not a new one, but like one from like 1995 to 2005. Have you noticed that? Like I've never seen
I know what you're talking
I've
about.
never seen like a fucking 25-year-old man driving a convertible BMW from those year ranges. Like it's literally just those people.
I
And
think
that's
it's
a lot of the way with like all the other
always-
cars too. Like, dude, you take a white Jeep Grand Cherokee, 95% of the bitches that drive that are 16 to 25-year-old women.
Yeah. Well, I think you're saying older women with the BMW.
Yeah, yeah.
I think so. Some of that, I guarantee it's like, so back in the day, like man drives a car. You guys are still mostly the man drives a car, but like, you're not like the primary driver. So you could just have like, I guess they have like a show car. That'd be kind of pretty fire actually. Like they don't have to drive much. They basically get chauffeured around, and then when you drive around, they get their BMW with no roof.
Yeah,
Zooming.
but it's just why does
That might
it
be the way to
always have to
go.
be the same fucking BMW? Like nobody could switch it up.
Oh, you would hate where I'm at then. We got the BMW plant, the biggest plant.
Well, no,
for BMW
those are new
outside
ones. Those are
Germany.
new ones. Those are new ones. That's
Oh, that's
different.
true,
I'm
that's
talking
true.
about for like it's always old. Like it just doesn't make any sense. They're always like the same fucking thing, and it's like, dude, you could pick any other car to have. Like I don't know, like just be
Yeah.
a little bit original. That's the thing that pisses me off.
Well,
It's
it's
just
like
always the
old
same
people with
shit.
Cadillacs too, like not Cadillacs. Oh my gosh, Corvettes. I don't know what it is. I feel like it was like back then. It used to be like the young person car, and then they got old and they were like, "Yo, I can afford this now." So they're like almost making it less cool to have a Corvette, even though a Corvette's awesome.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
seeing
Well,
a
I
bunch
have
of-
a bias towards Corvettes because I fucking love Corvettes.
I love the new Stingrays, but I see them everywhere.
And
Like
so
the
do
first
old
time I
people.
saw one, I was like, "Dude, that is awesome!" And now I'm like, "Oh, it's just a Corvette." Stingray.
I don't see them that much, but I see a fuck ton of Teslas now. Actually, y'all seeing that too?
Yeah.
Dude,
I see a
slowly,
lot of
yeah.
Teslas. Like I didn't buy into the whole fact that like Tesla's this huge company before. You know, I thought it was like Elon
Like how are they going to
fudging the
compete with
numbers.
the big ones?
But like
Yeah.
they actually
Yeah,
got some like there's a lot of people out here who drive them, and part of that is because a lot of people out here are like rich city people. But
Dude, especially out there, if you don't got to drive too far, electric car is the way to go.
yeah,
I'd buy
Alright,
one.
is it just me, or are y'all seeing an influx of Lamborghinis? Like I was driving.
haven't
around,
seen a
like,
fucking
yesterday.
Lambo now.
So I love where I live, but we're not quite Lambo country out here in beautiful South
Well,
Carolina.
no, I was driving my sister around. Like 3-4 weeks ago, and this guy, it was like,
I'm sorry, that was just so awesome.
It was 12:30 at night. It was 12:30 a.m. And I'm driving through an open neighborhood, not gated. This guy had his Ferrari and his Lamborghini parked outside in his driveway, outside the gate. Like, like there's like a gate sometimes for people to get into their garage. He had it outside. It was like half in the street. I was like, dude, I could have just ripped your Ferrari's bumper off and driven off.
That was the greatest. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I haven't seen a lot of that. Like out here,
man,
like
I hate seeing Lambos everywhere.
If somebody has a nice car out here, like you know who they are. Like there's this one guy who has he has like the Acura, the supercar Acura. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
But there's one guy that has it, and like everybody just knows that that's him, right? And then so like the guy that we use his boat for, hopefully y'all motherfuckers be coming. Like all of his cars are like white, so if you ever see like a really fucking nice white car, you know it's his. So like there's just like, since it's such like a tight community over here, for the most part, if anybody has anything nice or anything new comes up, like you kind of know. You know,
we have a guy like that too, and it's funny because the guy I was just talking about is that guy. But that the reason everyone knows who he is because he has his name on every single one of his license plates.
Oh, dude, that's just weird.
No, and they're all.
I'm not a fan of them unless they're like hysterically funny.
I don't know
like
why
you'll
this guy
put whatever you want in the back.
Average house.
My dad has my dad does CL and then the New York sign, like the little dash thing, and then MSON.
That's not bad, but no, this guy has Gabe like
Clemson
1 through 13. This guy is Gabe. His name is Gabe, and he has like Gabe 1, Gabe 2, Gabe 3, Gabe Jr. I think that's his son. And like they're all on like these like supercars. He probably has like $3 million worth of supercars, but lives in like $750,000 house. I'm not saying that's bad. Like good for him, but like this guy parked his Ferrari in the street. Like I will T-bone you, and not feel anything about it.
Yeah, that's I don't like the move. Maybe the Gabe 1, Game 2.
Oh no, it's super long.
Oh no. Like if you got to come up with something fire. Like this girl in my middle school, she used to have this. She was like, we were talking about this one day. She was like, I know exactly what it's gonna be. Combination of the old numbers and letters. It was number 2, 6 E 4 U. 2 sexy 4 U.
I've seen
that's pretty fire. Yeah. Right off the bat, it's gotta be decent, especially when they're like cheesy. If they're like an inside joke, like they just don't understand, or they're like Zoom. Not a fan of the old. Just be like everybody else. Just get a license plate.
My friend's last name is Rainwater, and his mom's license plate was it was something along the lines of like Rain H2O. I was like, all right, like I hate you. Like I think personalized license plates are dumb, but I respect it.
See that'd be cool on the inside, but like if I'm driving, I'm like Rain H2O. Like what the heck is this?
Yeah.
Rainwater. Like what are you praying for rain? Like we got a hippie in there or something? Like what's going on?
What's y'all's opinion on the new vet?
Oh, I don't think I've seen it yet. Brand new one?
Yeah, the 2021. It's like a mid-engine instead of like a front. It looks like a lot more like a supercar now.
Oh, I saw one of these.
Just look up Corvette 2020. And they're only making a couple, but it's like very affordable. It's like
60. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, dude, 60 grand. I mean, base.
Yeah, that's pretty far.
You probably want to have something good for like 100, but base.
Like, yeah, that's why. Like, I mean, people shit on the Tesla truck. That thing was not expensive.
Well, and I saw someone
Is
saying...
that actually a thing? Like, do people actually have those now?
Not
No,
yet. They're like pre-ordering.
They're pre-ordered, yeah.
I was going to say, because like...
Well, the problem is, if they would have came out with just a regular old truck, like, who's going to buy that thing? You're going to tell...
An electric truck?
Dale. You're gonna tell Dale from Georgia, hey, I'm not gonna. You shouldn't get a Ford.
Dude, those guys don't buy new trucks anyway. They buy fucking 2000.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying you want to get a clientele like people over here, like in the Hamptons, who do like construction work and that kind of stuff. If you got some of them would 100% fit out their like entire fleet with electric trucks. If they had electric trucks,
but that's what I'm saying.
Had the same torque.
I'm just saying design-wise. No, I agree with you. I'm just saying design-wise, they couldn't do like it looks whack, but like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
had
but
to
if
do
they did
something
an
different.
actual, if they did a legitimate electric truck, like I guarantee you, people like over here would eat it up. Companies would eat it up. Like individual, like in construction and like contracting companies would eat that shit up. If it was an
I'm
actual
not saying it
truck and
wouldn't
not
sell,
just
but
like
it
a
has to be
toy.
different, you know?
The semi trucks sold out like crazy.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I didn't even know they
That
had
was
one.
nuts. People love those. They're not even done being produced yet, but like I think they sold out within like the first couple of days of pre-orders. My dad was talking. He was like, "Yeah, I know a lot of distribution companies that bought like 100, 200 of them, and they're like $100,000 a piece, man."
Oh, Tesla's dipping into everything, man. They're gonna have the Tesla camper soon. The Tesla RV.
No, that would
Tesla
actually go
boat?
kinda hard. That would,
Dude.
a Tesla boat would go hard. The problem is the battery
Tesla
is so
yacht?
big, you're sinking. Like,
In a boat, dude, you literally, that's the one thing that we need to be focusing on. Like, car pollution is like minuscule. You guys need to see, I'll just fucking tell you guys, like, once again, hopefully y'all come down here. Like, if you're burning, like 5 gallons an hour, that's good. Like, that's really, really, or like or wait, no, sorry, I fucked that up. A boat out here usually burns about a gallon a minute. Like your average boat would burn about a gallon a minute.
You know what? I don't know if you saw it. My brother was telling me about it. Elon Musk. This kind of goes along. So Elon Musk, you know the car from James Bond, pushes the button and go underwater like most spy cars. He bidded for it, won the car, and he was upset that it actually couldn't turn into a boat. So he's trying to find a way to turn the car into a boat too, like make it that it could go underwater. That would be fire.
Well, they have amphibious cars
You know
already.
what we need to do? We don't need to expand and go to other planets or anything like we were talking about last podcast. Let's go underwater. Let's find Atlantis, dude.
I'd be down.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Me.
Bop, quank,
Yeah,
quants.
let's go.
That'd be pretty fire. So where do you live? Well, about 40 notches off the California border in the Pacific. Wait, what? What should I type in my GPS? Pacific Ocean. That'd be pretty fire.
All right.
Oh, it's a little windy today. Oh no, that's a tsunami up there.
Aiden, send us off.
Let's do it. That was another FATASS Podcast. We killed it. Episode 9, 10?
9.
10, 9. First try. Subscribe to everything we got. We got our socials, should be in the links below. Follow us on Insta and all that good jazz. If you like us, let us know. If you don't like us, also let us know. See you guys next week.
Tune into Minecraft Mondays.
Oh, and Minecraft Mondays. We play Minecraft Mondays.
Lately I've been